Welcome to my platform. I'm Roland Adigoke. This is the oasis of life, the citadel of excellence, and the castle of wisdom. I want to encourage you to avoid the culture of wasteful living. In life, we desire to live long. Many die at 20, their early 30s, 40s, or 50. And I've seen individuals that lived up to 100, 110, 120 before they died. Everyone has one ambition or the other. Some great dreams, great visions, purpose of life. Some die in fulfillment of their purpose, while some live, but at the later end of their lives, they discovered that they've only lived a wasteful life. And I also discovered that the wastefulness reflects much more in the aspect of time, the aspect of resources. If you look around, we go for meetings, whether as an executive, religious meetings, other social gatherings, and the rest. The meeting can be called for 1 hour. When you are going, you prepare your mind for 1 hour or at most 1.5 hours. But this meeting may not start until 30 minutes into the meeting because some wouldn't come early enough. 30 minutes is already wasted. The chairman of the meeting may not come until quarter to the end of the meeting. And when he arrives, the real meeting commences. Those that came early will have almost an hour wasted when they are supposed to have finished the meeting and prepare to go home. And after the meeting, you discover that another group will come up. Oh, women wait. Oh, children wait. Oh, the men wait. The executive want to see you, and all that story. From there, we keep on wasting our time and our life on meetings that are completely not necessary. There are issues that can be completely trashed up with ordinary phone calls, but until we schedule meeting, we never seem to agree. Sometimes issues that the executive will just make a decision and then pass it around to see if there is any objection or the other. But we discover that until you call for meeting, transport cost will be involved, time will be involved, and maybe we do not think sometimes that there is always wear and tear, even of our body. By the time you involve yourself in 3, 4 hours journey, all because of 1 hour meeting, I'm not sure it's reasonable enough. There are meetings that are very important and crucial that you need everyone to participate. That is good enough. But you also discover some meetings are completely unnecessary, like a routine. Some board meetings are not necessary. And this also is very common in the religious circle. You come for meeting upon meeting. And sometimes at the end of such meeting, you discover that you have gained almost nothing. And to cut it short, the meeting is over, begin to go home. That's when somebody will call you, no, let me see you for 10 minutes. This 10 minutes will translate to 30 minutes. It will be post-meeting meeting. Your children are home, they are waiting. Possibly your wife is waiting. Or if the wife attends the meeting, the husband and the children will be waiting when will mommy come back. I'm not sure this is healthy for our homes, for our businesses, and for any institution or organization. I think it is time we begin to reevaluate the call for our meetings. Waste of time is a waste of life. Meetings that become in a kind of routine should be cancelled. There should be a summary of decisions There should be channel of communication and of execution of programs, of meetings, of agreements, not necessarily until everybody will gather again. Evaluation can be done on paper. Evaluation can be done online. Evaluation can be done through phone calls. Zoom meetings can be of a better help. But gathering every now and then is telling on our health, is telling on our families, is telling on our personal commitment, is telling on our various engagements. Another part of the culture of wastefulness has to do with money. Sometimes we earn our income per month, but we do spend per minute, per day. Oh, this one is doing naming ceremony, so my month should be given. There is a wedding somewhere, I have to attend, I have to buy clothes. And these are things taking so much of our money. We cannot keep to family budgets. Our finance is in a shambles, and then we begin to struggle financially, borrowing from one source to another. It is important we are reassess and reevaluate the way we manage our fund. Money is a resource to be used for proper investment. It is not meant for wastage. Not every pair of shoe or clothes should you buy. Not everything, the latest in town, should you go for. There are things that are completely not necessary. And the other part of it has to do with ceremony. We spend so much on ceremony, on naming, on funeral, housewarming, graduation, and several others. A young man who has just graduated from the university, no job yet, possibly there is a carryover waiting for him to take in the next session, yet we throw up a party. An individual who just married a wife will throw or go into much ceremony after the wedding, whether in the court, in the mosque, or in the church, will throw himself into a great fanfare. And there are weddings that don't last more than a year. There are a lot of things that are taking our money, and sometimes, and which is also very pathetic, has to do with burial. We spend so much on the dead, much more than the living. A man or a woman is dead and gone. We have to convey the corpse. We convey the corpse, we spend thousands, whether in naira or in Ghanaian cedis or whatsoever currency. And sometimes, not only conveying the corpse, we do a lot of spending, buying clothes, invite musicians, entertainers, and all forms of things. When a young man gets admission, I might be struggling to get money to start the registration. It may take 2, 3 months before such fund can be raised. But the fund for burial can be raised within 2, 3 days because we feel that is what should be done. It is a misplacement of priority. A dead man is worse or is equal to an animal body. He's a corpse. He's dead. He's gone. He's good for nothing but to be buried. And that is how we should treat a corpse. All the fanfare, all the wastages of resources are completely unnecessary. The living deserve our attention much more than the dead. Dispose the corpse properly and let the living continue their life. The culture of wastefulness must be checked. We must prevent it. We must live a much more frugal and economic life. We must live more sensibly. We must make sure that whatsoever we get, whether time, resources in terms of money, is properly invested. Invest your time, invest your money, help others, equip and empower others, but don't waste your resources. The culture of wastefulness has so pervaded our land, and it will lead us nowhere but a point of total failure, abject poverty, and penury. I encourage you this moment, if others are going that route, have a rethink, take a reverse gear, go the right direction. You cannot baptize yourself with this culture of wasteful living and have a successful life. The rich, the powerful, the influential in the society don't go for every ceremony. They don't have time to waste. Their life is well timed and calculated. The task for the day is well planned out. You can't bring your impromptu assignment into their program for the day. They will not entertain it. Things that are not so necessary, so important to them, they delegate. If you must live a happy life, a successful life, a life without stress, a life without running helter-skelter from pillar to post, you need to ensure that the culture of wastefulness is cut off. For you to be meaningful and live successfully, significant in life, try and live your life within the operation of your ability. Don't try to equate or emulate others. Let others live their life, you live your life. Any meeting that will waste your time and of no significant benefit, stay away from it. Sometimes you owe no one any apology. If there are things that are not adding value to your life, cut it off. Plan your life. Live a life with meaning, a life with purpose, a life indicating you're on a mission. Don't waste your life. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your resources. Life is important. The culture of wasteful living must be stopped. Till I come your way next time, I remain your partner in progress, Roland Adegoke.